It started as a seemingly innocent chat between co-hosts and longtime spouses. But as usual, Kelly Ripa couldn't resist turning a sentimental memory into a teasing moment. On a recent episode of Live with Kelly and Mark Consuelos recounted a rather embarrassing childhood anecdote, and Kelly, with her trademark wit, pounced on it with glee. Mark began by sharing a story that involved a family trip when he was younger. "I was about 9 years old," he recalled. "We were staying at my cousin's house, and I was so nervous about being in a new place that I wet the bed." He paused, chuckling sheepishly, clearly trying to play it cool. Without missing a beat, Kelly leaned into her co-host chair and quipped, "That's good, honey. Let's announce it to the world." Her smile was both mischievous and affectionate, hallmarks of their on-screen chemistry that fans can't seem to get enough of. The studio erupted in laughter as Mark shrugged and tried to maintain composure. "It was traumatic. I've never forgotten it," he said. "I had to borrow clothes from my cousin the next morning, and they didn't fit. I looked like a mess." Kelly, clearly enjoying herself, responded, "So the trauma wasn't from wetting the bed, but from the bad fashion choices that followed." She then leaned back, sipping her coffee as Mark laughed and admitted, honestly, yes. This kind of moment is exactly why viewers have connected with Kelly and Mark's dynamic. The two never shy away from revealing awkward, personal, or downright hilarious bits of their lives, especially when it lets them poke fun at each other. Later in the segment, Mark turned the tables. "Didn't you tell me once that you used to sleepwalk as a kid?" he asked, grinning. Kelly groaned. "Oh, we're doing this now," she said with a mock glare. "Yes, I used to sleepwalk. One time I tried to walk out of the house wearing nothing but my pajamas, and not the good kind." Mark, sensing an opportunity, jumped in. "So I guess neither of us had a graceful childhood." Kelly laughed. "Speak for yourself. I was delightful, just occasionally unconscious while being delightful." While the couple's playful bickering often steals the show, their fans know it's grounded in deep affection. Their light-hearted banter isn't just for laughs. It reveals the real-life foundation of their decades-long relationship. Viewers flooded social media with comments about the segment. One fan wrote, "This is why I watch. They're real, they're funny, and they're not afraid to share the embarrassing stuff." Another added, "Kelly roasting Mark for wetting the bed is peak couple goals." It's not the first time Kelly has teased Mark on air, nor is it likely to be the last. From poking fun at his strict diet to questioning his acting choices, Kelly has a knack for keeping things candid and fresh. But Mark, for his part, always seems game, often turning the moment into a shared laugh rather than a sore spot. The couple, who married in 1996, have turned their real-life romance into one of the most talked-about partnerships on daytime television. Since taking over the co-host seat alongside Kelly, Mark has brought a different energy to Live, a more personal and spontaneous vibe that viewers clearly enjoy. Of course, moments like these aren't always planned. Producers of the show have said that many of Kelly and Mark's conversations are unscripted and organically developed during the broadcast. That spontaneity gives the show its signature feel, like sitting at the kitchen table with a couple you know well. Mark ended the segment with a grin and a message to kids watching. "Hey, if you've ever had an embarrassing moment, don't worry. You'll grow up, host a talk show, and your spouse will tell everyone about it on live TV." Kelly couldn't resist one more jab. "That's right. And if you're lucky, she'll make it sound adorable." With the audience still laughing, they smoothly transitioned to the next segment. But the moment stayed with viewers long after the credits rolled. In an age of curated perfection, there's something incredibly comforting about two famous people being so unfiltered and funny about their pasts. For Kelly and Mark, these everyday stories of childhood blunders and adult teasing are more than just filler between segments. They're a love language, a form of connection. And if that means a little on-air embarrassment now and then, well, it's all part of the charm.